What do you want to see happen with the store?
I would like them to quit being prejudiced, because you know what? He came from Mexico with nothing. He came here homeless. Who is he to be prejudiced against the homeless people? Come on. He at one time was homeless himself when he came here. Any family that comes from another country, I hate to tell you, you came here homeless, because homes don't fit in suitcases. Okay? Jesus was born in a manger. Why? Because his parents didn't have a home. Hello. If our Christ can be born in a manger and it's okay for him to be homeless, why is it not for us? I'm not gonna bend down for nobody. I'm not gonna stop being who I am for nobody. If you don't like it, oh well. And I'm not out here to be liked. Not my thing.
You're here to be surviving.
I don't care whether they like me or not, really. But my daddy gave me a big mouth. And word of mouth will build a business or break a business.
Hopefully.
Real quick.
You should.
I mean, this fool didn't learn the first time. That's not my problem. They put him on KION news. And they did a whole story on him. And it hurt him. It hurt him. He almost had to shut down 2 out of 5 stores. This one and another one almost had to shut down because of it. But I guess he didn't learn good enough. Because when he came to the table, I had no problem with him coming and talking to me. I figured that one of these days he was going to do that again anyway. He's stubborn and he's Mexican male, and they don't believe women have much rights. So I figured I'd have to deal with him eventually again. But to come up to me and say, I can't be in there, not did you order any food? Obviously I'm sitting down, I've got a cup of coffee in front of me, which came from here, and my phone is plugged into your jack, so that means I asked permission to plug in. Because I always ask permission, because I don't want to take it for power jacking. That's what they call it now. And I ordered a burrito before I sat down. And the lady that gave me the coffee didn't see that because she was busy with some other customers. And that's the one he came with. And I said, oh, here we go. I said, what do you mean I can't be here? I ordered food. Oh, you ordered food? Then you have 20 minutes to eat it and leave. Really? Okay. Here we go again. I almost said, I went and continued to talk to my half brother on the phone. I said, boy, that just irritated me. I said, obviously you didn't learn the first time around. He goes, what's that? I said, I'll tell you later. I said, because my mouth could get me in trouble if I don't. I don't want to out what I'm doing before I do it. But I need to get off the phone and go make a phone call to my buddy. And he goes, okay. I said, I'll tell you later. So I called him when I got back to the phone. I said, well, the Plaza, the bakery I was at, I had a problem before with them. And come to find out, they're charging some of the homeless more money than other people. Some people are paying $2.40 for a cup of coffee. Some are paying $2 for a cup of coffee. Yeah, and it's $2 for a cup of coffee. Now, Smokey, that's his buddy in there. I told him yesterday when I walked out, I said, your buddy fucked up. I said, I'm not the one, am I? He goes, no, you're not the one to play with. And I go, not the one. He just blew it with me. I said, you know me, when I go into a business, I automatically fold up my sign where you can't see any words. It's just a blank piece of cardboard that they can see. It's always under my purse or under my arm behind my purse, where I leave it pretty much out of sight because I know it irritates some people. That's to be expected. I'm not flying my sign in front of his store. I'm not flying my sign inside his store. I went in there to do business and come out and leave and then go fly my sign on the medium where I always am at. Very rarely do I sit outside here, and when I do, I don't have a sign. I just stand there and ask somebody, can you buy me a cup of coffee, please? And if they buy it, they buy it. If they don't, they don't. I don't ask for money ever right here. A lot of people sit there with huge signs. No, I would like them to stop being prejudiced, because you know what? Prejudicism is wrong, no matter what it's against. Whether it's against our religion, our age, our race, how we live, it's just wrong. You came here to be free. Let us be free too. Come on. I didn't pick being homeless. It's not something I want. I'm trying my hardest to get off the street right now. I've done my paperwork for Section 8. I've been approved. I'm waiting. I should be in the next group of people to get my certificate, whatever that might be. The mailman hadn't lost my mail. In September, I would have already been in a house. I was supposed to be in that group, and he lost the letter. They lost the letter, and it didn't come till November. And we almost got pushed out because of it. But we caught it in time and went down there and fixed it. I mean, they're doing it better than they were. I mean, the system's getting better, but we need to work a little bit more on our system. You know, not everything's perfect. No one's perfect. I've made my share of mistakes, but I don't go around outing people because of the way they live or what they're dressed in. I accept everybody for who they are, like God wants you to be. I wish He would just do the same to me and to the rest of us. Yeah, some of us are dirty, some of us do stink. Someone's either gave up, mentally home, or they just don't have the ability to do it. I don't stink. I wear clean clothes every day. I do my laundry every day. I pay for everything I eat. I pay for everything I drink. I don't steal. I have never stolen. Even in my worst usage and worst drinking, I have a gym membership. I don't stink.
Keep it going.
I can see the ones that are mentally off, or ones that don't know where to go get cleaned up, or have just given up. But a lot of us are not like that. And like I taught my dad, I didn't know I taught my dad anything until after he passed away. At his funeral, he asked everybody to give $5 to the Lutheran Church to feed homeless because somebody fed his daughter. And like she taught him, homeless aren't homeless because they want to be. They're homeless because of circumstances and situations they couldn't stop or change. Put them there. And then once they're in that situation, they learn to hustle so they can survive daily. And then after a while, that hustle becomes their life, because who in their right mind is going to hire somebody that don't got a car, place to live, or a phone? Nobody. So they're stuck in that rut, and you can't wait 2 weeks for a paycheck because you got to eat today. And my dad didn't realize that. And I didn't know I taught him anything until after his dad passed. That's why I'm out here again, because I stood up to my mom. Didn't want the junk people in the garage to take what little tools we had up to my dad's. And she threw me out. That's okay. She has to deal with St. Peter later, not me. I've already cleared my pages with him. I ask forgiveness every day. Anything I might have done to hurt anybody. I'm big time Christian right here. Big time Christian. I may have fallen a few times on my face, but you know what? I get up every morning and say the same prayer every morning. Thank you for what you gave me yesterday. Thank you for what you give me today. Thank you for what you give me tomorrow. For without you, Lord, I'd have no shoes on to eat, no clothes on my back, or no food to eat. Because I live off your blessings day to day. Watch over my friends, take care of my family, heal my enemies. Because somewhere down the line, somebody's hurt them so bad they can't see through the pain and the anger and the hatred. But most of all, watch over my family, homeless in Monterey County. They're my family. I was torn when I moved indoors. I was torn bad. Dan and Alex, they watched me go through it when I was moving indoors at my mom's. I said, I'm leaving my family behind and I hate it. I said, you guys have been my family for 22 years. And I feel bad because I'm moving indoors. Alex said to me, he says, you were never supposed to be here. I said, it doesn't matter, I was here. I said, we're all out here for a reason, either to teach something that we haven't taught yet, or to learn something we haven't learned yet. I said, I've done both, teach and learn. I said, but I don't think I'm done out here yet. I have a funny feeling I'll be back. Dan's dead now. Alex is up north. He went through the veterans program out of Fort Ord, and he's up north, and he got his teeth fixed. He got a girlfriend. He's got a good job. He's getting his veterans loan for a house. They're hoping to do rent to own. And he said when he does that, then he's going to bring someone else off the streets to stay there so he can help somebody else off the street. And I'm telling everybody, take advantage of what you can right now. Get off the streets while you can. Because like a cop told me the other morning when I woke up and he took my car tarp from me and said it was probably stolen. Yeah, I said, whatever, yeah, car tarp, no big deal. He says, it's going to get harder for the homeless here. Really, what does that mean? What are you trying to tell me, dude? I said, I know city council has nothing to offer us at this point. Just offer basic necessities. And I've got the 2 cats. I've got Piston and Toby. Toby's a brat right now. Piston, she's adapted really well to being on leash. I didn't know if she was going to be able to do it or not. She was our wild one. When I gave away her baby, she refused to sleep in the house anymore. She was mad. She was mad at me. I got her fixed too. And shot it in. She has her chip in her. So does Toby. I have another one lives out here on the hill over here. Miriam feeds her every day. Her name's Chevy Lovebug. She was with me for 9 years. And then Jody traumatized her with all the hitting and fighting he did with me. She decided she didn't want to live with us anymore. She'd rather live over there with the ferals. And we have one cat that's missing right now. Savage, the one most likely not to make it if left on his own. I don't know where he is. It's been a month and a half since anybody's seen him. He was completely humanized. He did not hunt well. And my daughter was unable to get from Marina and Monterey back to Prunedale to feed them constantly. And either he wandered off and somebody has him, or he went to the pound, or he died from lack of food. Because he wasn't a good hunter. But she has rather she has two and I have one. She said, Mom, how do you do it with two? I said, they're on leashes all the time. You keep them on tie-out cords or harnesses. But I don't lose them. And they don't complain. They're okay with it. Piston at first was not happy. When they're in their cage on top, they cover them up because they don't like to be seen. They don't like it. They'll be pulling the blanket in to the bin with them. They don't want to be seen. I dreamt we were all putting vans with tinted windows came and picked up all the homeless in this area. And our animals went in one vehicle and we went in another. And we all ended up in cages. And they beat Dark Charlie, one of my homeless kids. They beat him so bad that he couldn't see. And they put me in a cage with him to take care of him 3 times a day. Did you know Polly and Angela from around here? Polly passed away on Tuesday. He lost his battle with alcoholism. He died from liver failure. They were staying at the Steinbeck's apartments and were being booted at the same time he was passing. So my youngest daughter is homeless right now too. She got booted with us. Her van is broke down in Marina. She's driving a truck that does not have a catalytic converter on it. Should, and been warned 3 times not to be caught driving it, or they'll take it. And community service vehicles, they're pretty good at blocking you in so you can come get your vehicle. But the housing is so bad, it's ridiculous how much they want you to pay for the place. Even with what I get a month, I can't pay rent and have a phone and pay PG&E. Can't buy food. We're struggling now with what we're doing. My check's gone. The second or third week is gone. Hey, I bought a vehicle from Gabe over here at Lala's. It was a gold SUV he was driving. It was his brother's. His brother passed away. He's got to do the paperwork online for the death certificate. He said he's going to do that when he gets off work tonight. Once he gets the death certificate, then I can get my vehicle. I paid $1,500 in payments for the vehicle. I get $1,100. If I go back to Social Security and tell them I'm homeless again, I'll get $1,300. That's what I get for moving indoors. I lost $200 on my income. But that $200 is for no cooking facilities and no refrigeration. Most people on SSI don't know you can get extra for not having cooking facilities and not having refrigeration. I've seen people living without a bathroom. I've seen 15 people living in a 2-bedroom. And the lady was getting rent from everybody. And she'd just go through in the morning, pick up all the blankets and put them in the closet. Of course, they were all field workers. They're the only ones that'll put up with that. The only ones I know that'll put up with living in a cave, too. Hickenbottom went, whoa, that's when he was running the food bank out there in Prunedale. Running a little food bank in Prunedale right next to Ronnie Glenn's. And a guy came in and asked for food. He said, where do you live? In a cave. Other people live out there with you, 45. All workers? Yeah. Does the man that owns that property, are you working for him? Yeah. He had them all housed in caves. Or the mushroom ranch out there in Pruno that got busted not too long ago for having all those people living in the hot houses. I can
Buy
work
a
at
donut.
Walmart. I can answer phones. I used to be a cook. I was a chef for a while. I got 26 years of cooking and restaurant experience. Can't get a job in Monterey County. I got too much experience. They don't have any management positions available. That's about the stupidest thing you've ever heard. I am overqualified for the job. The best thing on Memorial Hospital's list of things to eat when you're a patient there, shrimp scampi. It's bomb. They got the bomb shrimp scampi. I can make good scampi, but that one's good. I get it the whole time I'm there. That's all I order. I run them out of shrimp every time. Got me on a healthy diet. That means I'm either going to get feathers or scales. I did vegetarian for a while, but because of my iron issue, my body not retaining the iron the way it should, or the protein the way it should, if I have enough at that time, it kicks it out as waste. It doesn't store it. So I can't do that. I get black circles under my eyes. I go anemic where I don't function well. I cannot stay awake. I have enough trouble staying awake now. I quit using meth and
That's what makes it really hard. That's
after
absolutely-
27 days, I was still taking 2 naps a day. What the hell is wrong here? Should be awake by now. But I did it on my own. I didn't go to a rehab. I did it by myself.
Willpower.
So over 6 years off of that and 8 years off of alcohol. And Charles had a lot to do with the alcohol.
Well, you're ruining my idea of what a homeless person is supposed to be.
There's a lot of us out here that don't use and don't drink. And we don't stay out here long. We hit the ground, we start trying to figure it out. What's our plan of action? And like that buddy over the owner, he goes, "You're just loud." I go, "I'm half deaf too. And I'm opinionated." I said, "But opinions are like buttholes. Everybody has one. No one needs 2 of them. Put too many in the same room, it really starts to stink." Right? And Gabe started laughing. He goes, "I won't say that to my boss, but you can." I said, "And I don't like your attitude, but I put up with it because I need cigarettes." And he just looked at me and smiled. "You might like my old man, but you won't like me." I don't care. I was my custody was given to the courts when I was 15 years old. My mom made me a ward of the court. Now don't they have to support me for the rest of my life now? Since I'm disabled and they put me there?
They'll put you in jail.
They took my 2 kids away from me, caused me to have 3 documented nervous breakdowns. And I'm still here, and I'm still going, get it going. But then you have some of us that have enemies, which are family, feminies, as I call them, feminies, that kick you every time you turn around. It took me a long time to realize my mother was my enemy. She's the one that had my kids taken from me. She's the one that put me out here to begin with. She's the one that keeps throwing me away. But now she can't do that anymore because she's not in my life anymore. I unadopted myself. I told the courts when she did she even went as far as trying to get an emergency restraining order. Because that's the only way you can get past an eviction notice and have them out earlier. She tried to, sister-in-law wrote on the paperwork, elder abuse. I would never hurt my mother, ever. My mother, no, we don't see eye to eye. No, I don't like the way she treats people. She's one of these. If she can't make you move, she's gonna squish you. I don't like that type of person. God says I have to love her because she's my mother. She raised me. And my mom's a narcissist. I finally figured that out. Why do I attract narcissists? Because I was raised by one. It took me 58 years to realize that. But finally I figured it out. And my brother, he married a Mexican version of my mother. He's so young and smart and good looking, but dumb. This woman is a snake. I tried to give her a chance. I really tried to like her. I really tried to give her a chance. But after you get in my face and tell me, can't you read, bitch, and throw papers at me and hit me in the face with it? Girl, you're lucky I didn't tag you in the head. Because an old me would have went. But I said, okay, go ahead. Keep it up. I'm out of here. And no problem. We had both me and my daughter watch somebody in front of us get a continuance because she didn't have her statement ready. We didn't know we could write a statement, so we wanted a continuance for 17th. I wrote mine, I sent it in, I took it in, I put it in there. It says, can you please inform that I would like her to take me off all paperwork, legal and otherwise, including her will. I want nothing to do with her or her family ever again. Never asked to be part of their family. California decided to adopt me out to them, and I would rather not be adopted at all. I did an ancestry test, and I found a half-brother by my dad, two half-brothers and a half-sister by my mother, and I think I'll try to go there first. Because their family is not what I want. It's not called a family. If every time you have to turn around, you have to dodge a knife, that's not a family. And somebody needs to let my mom know we have renter's locks for a reason. Because of people like her, who tell her son, go get the pickup and a dump trailer and go take my daughter's stuff to the dump against my daughter's will. Or without her knowledge. And that she had my brother commit 2 crimes. Whether you guys prosecute him or not, that's on you. But I want away from her. No, I haven't been paying my rent since she told me that she wouldn't accept my money. And no, I'm not going to pay her any rent. And yes, I am in the process of moving out. 90% of my belongings are in storage. So some dude one day, he goes, ugh. I said, what? He goes, a mini dress? I go, you don't like it, don't look, dude. I think I have great legs. And so does everybody else around me. I said, besides, when you buy my clothes, then you can tell me what to wear. I said, but I don't let men do that because then they think they have control. I said, my first husband was an asshole. He used to make me walk behind him with my head down. 2 steps behind him at all times. Was not allowed to speak to anybody, even if spoken to. Especially if they were male. I got beat up. Fucking the mailman, the milkman, the meter maid, you name it. Whoever came near the house, I was in trouble. Sometimes not even doing nothing at all, I get hit in the back of the head. I learned how to box. His son, he was going to hit me. I go, oh, really? Tag. Light one, six from belly button to top of his chest. Says, son, if you're going to hit me, you best learn how to box right. Put your arms up right like this, son. Block your face. Don't like this like a sissy. Like this, boy. If you want to box, your daddy made me a lean, mean boxing machine. Come on. I said, look, those are mine. Even fat, those are still mine. I used to haul 2 bike carts tied together, tandem together like a truck driver. I'm pulling with my bike fully loaded with everything I owned on it. And people go, I could take a shopping cart fully loaded and pop it in the air like that. I had one on the corner of Laurel and Main. It started to dump like this, and I grabbed it, and I go, nope, you ain't dumping on me. Guy looks at me like I was wearing a dress. This guy goes, where are you going? Looking so nice. I said, well, going to my storage. Why do you got a shopping cart to go there? I go, well, isn't that what you guys think of homeless people? We're supposed to have shopping carts?
We're not turtles.
The cop goes, and leave the shopping carts behind. I said, yeah, okay. yeah, okay, sure I will. I'm just gonna huck it on my back and take it, right?
Exactly. Challenge them to carry their house. Everything that they lock and leave inside.
I challenged city council to come out and live with me for a week. On the KION one, if you look that one up, you'll see it. Now come out here and live with me for a week. I'll show you what life is really like. Leave your nice clothes at home, leave your money there, you won't need it. You'll eat what I fix, which sometimes is things I picked. I haul 5 gallons of water every day to bathe with. No, I don't heat it up, it's cold. Cold baths wake you up in the morning. Yeah, 5 gallons of water, you'll wake up real quick.
Wash real quick too.
Yep. Well, now with the bladder issue, I get up every morning, wash up, get my clothes. I see no sense in getting up, putting on clean clothes to go get washed up to put on clean clothes. That's another set of laundry I gotta do. Okay, that's more money. I'm like, yeah, I make what I do. Women make a whole lot less flying a homeless sign than men do. They do, believe it or not. I can get out there for an hour I'll make half what my old man will make. He makes $100 a day flying a sign and recycling. Me, I'm lucky I make $15 flying a sign. The other day, night before Christmas, I made $94, and I was surprised. But I did that on this side of Costco's. You're not allowed to fly a sign on front of Costco's because their security will take you around bound and beat your ass. They have their own private security.
That still sounds like a crime.
Well, they own the place. They own the property. They own the sidewalk. They own the whole block.
Like a walk in the road.
You know, the owners of Westridge, the Summits.
Oh, yeah.
One is really nice, and the other one's not so nice. The one that his son died is not nice. They're starting to be a little bit more mellow. When Gene and Michelle were here, we used to park on what we call the back 40 back there behind Chuck E. Cheese and all that at night, and then get up in the morning and move. And he pulls up to me and he goes, "Are you guys here again?" I said, "Welcome to the Homeless Bakery. Would you like a donut and some coffee? $1, please." He goes, "Oh, aren't you funny?" I go, "Well, I got to make you smile. Somehow I see a job application. So why does everybody ask me that?" I said, "Because you always said, why don't you go get a job?" "Well, give me a job."